Yo, join. Get in the Nets talk. Get in the chat. Yeah, get in. Yeah, Rage. Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Well, in the talk chat. Nets talk chat. Yo, we're here. It's the funeral service. Here lies the New York Knicks. The New York Knickerbockers. The New York Knickerbockers. R.I.P. 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 R.I. So I don't have no music for y'all. I have no music for y'all. R.I.P. 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 The New York Knicks. R.I.P. Oh man. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. the New York Knicks, man. It's the funeral service, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Let me find some I gotta find the right Knicks. Any Knicks memes? I need some Knicks memes on this joint, bro. Some Knicks memes or Knicks. I need some Knicks memes, dog. Hold on, y'all. Shout out, yeah, shout out. Smoking on that Knicks pack. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the funeral service, y'all. It's the funeral service. Yeah. Yo, y'all can hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Are we live? We're on there, right?
Yeah. I don't know why my screen's black right now, though. Hold on. I guess it's the blackout. It's the blackout.
It's the plug.
It's the blackout. Hold on. Let me try to fix this screen. Hold on. But yeah, we're here. It's the funeral service. R.I.P. the Knicks. Just want to start this stream off by saying we run New York. Trae Young got these bums out of here. We all knew the Knicks weren't ready for this. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. They just weren't ready. And they came out game one. Was it game one? Yeah, I think no, game two. They won game two or game one. Yeah, game two. They came out and they said, "We won Brooklyn. We won Brooklyn." But it's like that. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the playoffs. The Nets have been in the playoffs. So it's like there's levels to this. There's levels to they haven't been in the playoffs since what was it? 2012. The Knicks. Yeah, they haven't been in the playoffs. So it's like. But we're here. It's the eulogy. It's the funeral service. Shout out everybody that's in here. We didn't plan. I mean, I did plan this, but
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a huge.
it's not gonna
huge
be.
long
I might delete
screen,
this,
I bet
but
you. I don't know
yeah.
how many people are going to pull up, but it is fitting to have a little funeral service for the Knicks. Have a little conversation.
Somebody said Julius Randle has a Hall of Fame school menace badge. Randle in the playoffs equals 2018 Kendrick Perkins. Wow. Wow. Somebody said New York Knicks, welcome to Cancun. Yes. Shout out Justin Luckett. My guy Justin Luckett in the building. Somebody said we're the big 50. Yeah. RIP Knicks, man. It's just why did they think that they could hang with the Nets? Why did they think they were in New York and they ran New York? I don't know why. I really don't know why.
They got a lot of money to play with, but they
Yeah.
need to go sign a couple big names before they can even enter the conversation.
Facts. Yeah, we're paying my respects. Shout out to Stephen O. He said he's paying his respects. Rest in the shadows. Yes. It's we're paying our respects tonight. Paying our respects. It's 1-2-3 Cancun. I think I booked Julius Randle's flight to Cancun tonight. I knew before even the game started. I knew it was over. I think I called this.
Didn't you, when you went to Puerto Rico, you sent him a couple brochures?
Yeah,
I think yeah.
I sent him some brochures, man. I knew this would happen. I knew. Shout out to Trae. Yeah, shout out to Ice Trae the gang. Ice Trae the gang, man. You know when somebody go to a wake and you bow at the coffin because you're paying respects. This is what Trae Young did in this picture. He's bowing He's seated in the coffin, the Knicks in the coffin, and he's paying his respects. That's what Trae
Yeah,
Young
but
is doing.
I don't know if you want an open casket for the Knicks. I don't know. I don't know if you want open casket or shut.
Oh my god! Oh man! But yeah, shout out. We was watching both games. Honestly, I was actually sad about the Wizards though. I was sad about the Wizards, man. I was hoping the Wizards could at least win one more game, but it is what it is, you know. Philly versus Hawks. Let's see what happens. How you guys feel about Philly versus Hawks?
Phillies versus Hawks.
Yeah, how you feel about Philly versus
I'm
Hawks?
still standing by my statement. Without Embiid, I still think they can hang with the Hawks.
Yeah.
They can potentially, in my opinion, I think they can still do it. I think it's anybody's series. I mean, the Hawks are probably playing more as a unit right now than the 76ers are, but I still think they can do it.
Somebody said I would be surprised if Spike Lee somehow shows up in Barclays watching the Nets game. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would be. He's from Brooklyn though, Isaac. He's from Brooklyn. I don't want to be surprised. He might show up. I mean, he would betray his franchise.
Dude, if he did that, those Knicks fans would.
Yeah, you're right. He would look bad, right?
But it's not like it'd be like because he's from Brooklyn though. Like say he did do that, and then they turned on him, and he's all right. Well, fuck y'all. I give him my life to this organization.
Yeah.
And then he can't imagine if he became a Brooklyn fan. Hey, dude, I would take him. I would take him.
I would take him. Because the Knicks they were doing bad if he did that. They were doing bad.
Like if he did like some sort of documentary movie, like if he did a movie about how the Knicks let him down and then the fans, and then like that shit would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, that would be
hilarious. Becoming a Nets fan.
The rise of the Nets, and then he just changed his team. That would be he's not gonna change teams. There's no way.
That would be hot though. That would be great.
Let me read some comments. Somebody said Brooklyn versus Bucks is crazy. Yeah, man. Sixers need Embiid healthy. Yeah, that's he might be out for a while, man. I know meniscus you don't need surgery on, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while.
Well, I mean, we were talking. AJ, sorry to interrupt, but we were talking about before, and I don't know if you were in the chat when we were watching the game. That like you can still play on a partial torn meniscus because that's what he has. Yeah. Now it all depends on what kind of brace they put on, and it also depends on how much pain he can play in. Because I've torn both my meniscus and still played basketball.
Yeah.
Before my ACL and even after my ACL tear, like my ACL was intact, but I mean, you can still do it. It just is it wise? You know. Does it possible lead to more? Yeah, it all depends. It depends on how bad that tear is. Like they said, a partial tear. So, I mean, there is potential that he could play through it for the season.
Yeah. I think he can come back, but I don't know. Do you think like Eastern Conference Finals, or?
Oof. I think they've got a few days. It depends on if he does cortisone.
Yeah.
It depends. It really I mean it partial tear is better than full tear. That's for sure. So it all really depends on that like what his options are. Like if it depends, like if he's not in a lot of pain right now, but it's enough for like where he can notice it and he can play through it, wear brace, do cortisone. Yeah. I think he gives a run at it, but it depends. Maybe I would see how your team does against, if I were the 76ers, I would see how your team does against the Hawks in the first game, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think if they, like I said, I could see maybe game 3 for the Hawks, Hawks Philly. I could see maybe game 3 possibly. But again, you're right. It's all how he feels, the cortisone, because you don't want to get out there and then he tears it more. You know, he don't tear that meniscus more.
Yeah, I mean, there's only two options. Either you do all the preventative pain brace and you play through it, or you shut it down because there's no other way. There's no other way. Yeah. I mean, those are really your only two options. Completely shut it down or rehab the fuck out of it the best you can to maintain pain management through the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're in a tough spot, you know?
Somebody said Julius Randle to win, true solid player. Nah, man. He's not a solid player. If he was a solid player, man, he would at least shown up for this series. Like, come on. Julius Randle got most improved, and how come he didn't? He got most improved player, but why didn't he show up for this series when his team needed him? You know what I'm saying? His team needed him. He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
He balled out all season, but for some reason, when it came to the playoffs, the man disappeared.
Yeah. This is a Knicks funeral service. We're not gonna make this too long, but we're just paying our respects. The Knicks thought they run New York, but Brooklyn runs New York. Brooklyn Nets run New York. Knicks fans are crying right now. The tissues are out. It's very bad in New York right now. The Knicks fans are crying, man.
Stephen A. Smith and I think Spike Lee they're at the bar right now, probably.
Yeah. Yo, I want to see Stephen A's face.
They may even be getting high right now. Like, who knows? Like,
Stephen A's face.
They could be.
Oh my God.
They could be shooting heroin on the corner somewhere, like just in a stupor. Like, you don't know at this point.
Stephen A's face. I gotta see Stephen A's face tonight, bro. I wonder if he posted. Did he post anything? I think he posted. I
don't know yet. I haven't even checked.
He might have posted something, but him and Spike Lee are somewhere crying in the corner. It's so sad.
One of these guys or a Knicks fan is probably going to develop a drinking or a drug habit. I'm calling that. One of these guys are, for at least the next few days.
Yeah. Shout out Mer owner. He said it's only so long fake does can pretend. Yeah, man. It was the pretend season for MIP Randall, man. Oh, Justin Luckett with the bars. Justin Luckett said MIP Randall means missing in playoffs Randall. Wow. MIP missing in playoffs.
That's hot.
Wow. Julius Randle, MIP, man. Missing in playoffs. He got the MIP award. Oh my God. Wow. Somebody said, I really hope the Knicks give. Yeah, you know what they're going to do next year? Because Julius Randle's, I think he's going to be a free agent. The Knicks are definitely going to overpay him. They're going to overpay him. People think this is going to hurt his pockets, but they're going to overpay him.
Somebody's going to pay that man.
Yeah, because I've seen the Knicks do this before. They've overpaid. They overpaid. What you call it? They overpaid a lot of people before. I think they did overpay Melo. They overpaid Melo too. And look what happened. There's a list of the Knicks. We might have to get a Knicks fan in here, man, so we can.
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah. So this year they put something together. Their coach arguably deserves all the kudos.
Oh yeah, Tom Thibodeau, coach of the year.
What I mean?
Coach of the year. Coach of the year.
He got them playing above their pay grade. Yeah. They did put a little attention back into them. I'm one of those people that it's nice to see the crosstown team sucking, but at the same time, wouldn't it be awesome to have a fucking nice rivalry between the Knicks and the Nets, like back in the day where it was just like.
Yeah, like a Subway. You want like a Subway series, right? That's what you want, like a Subway. The Subway series. Unfortunately, the Knicks are not on our level yet, so
Yeah, if you're a Knicks fan and the Nets are in the finals against the Lakers, who do you go for? Like, who do you go for at that point?
I don't know, man, because it's very toxic. It's like I said, game 2, they won one game, and they were screaming, "We won, Brooklyn, FKD, all this talk, and I don't know, man. It's toxic, and you know what I'm saying? It's like right? Bloods and Crips right now with the Knicks.
It's toxic. It's the toxic Wednesday right now.
Yeah.
I mean, from the day the Nets came into the league, the Knicks were fucking with the Nets, making them pay them money for encroaching on their market. Now we're in their city.
Yeah.
And they don't like it.
Yeah.
But
somebody said Randall is only a role player. Pepe said if Tibbs gets Coach of the Year, that means Kenny should have got Coach of the Year. Oh, that might. I don't know. Should he? That could be. How y'all feel about that? I gotta look at the year that Kenny got us to those years that Kenny got to the playoffs. I gotta look at the surrounding coaches because maybe there is some better surrounding coaches.
I'm surprised he didn't get more accolade. I know players and veterans recognized, but I was surprised that.
You think he should have got one? He should have got one at least.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he we were talking about that too during the game, where it was just like I don't think people realize what Marks and Kenny did to this team. We're talking about the same Kenny, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think people realize what those two men did for this team, laying the groundwork to attract
Yeah.
Kyrie and KD, and then make somebody like Harden say, "I want to get traded to the Nets." Like, I know he had a couple people on his roster, his like radar, but those men did for this team. I don't see how they during that time they don't get some sort of exec of the year or even coach, because they literally turned this thing around.
Yeah.
And made that team play above.
Somebody said Suns coach deserves it. If the Suns coach beat if they beat the Lakers, man, I don't know, man. Suns coach might have to, he might. That's kudos points.
If they beat the Lakers, that's a lot to me for months.
Even with an injured AD, though.
Oh.
They had an injured CP3.
Yeah,
if you had a healthy Laker team, would we even be having that discussion?
But AD was there for the game. What was it? Game 1 through 3. Was he there? Game 1 through 3. 1 through 3.
Game
right?
1 through 3.
Yeah, 1 through 3 was there though.
I agree, but you got to admit, losing AD for the rest of the series kind of almost really hands it to them.
Yeah.
If they play solid, if they play like they did yesterday.
Somebody said they think Bud Budenholzer won that year that Kenny was in made the playoffs with the Nets.
Yeah, if he damn near should have been a runner-up, should have been next in line, that's for sure.
Yeah. Somebody said, y'all really thought the Knicks was making it to the second round. Monty Williams, and he was a second seed. Knicks fans is not even a single percentage of Brooklyn bandwagon fans. Oh, here we go. He might be a Knicks fan.
What did he say?
He said the Knicks fans is not even a single percentage of Brooklyn bandwagon fans.
Hey, I mean, there's a ton of Jersey fans.
There is a ton of,
yeah. You got to start somewhere. And if us moving to Brooklyn brought a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of new fans, that just is what it is. It's got to start somewhere. So you could call bandwagons all you want, but I'm pretty damn sure if somebody like LeBron or KD or Kyrie or Harden went to your team, you would welcome every one of those fans.
Yeah. No, he's right. There isn't bandwagon fans, but we're here to talk about the Knicks. We're here to talk about the Knicks tonight. We're talk about.
Yeah.
New York Knicks will face Westchester Knicks. Oh my God.
Real.
Imagine the Nets with Scott Brooks, who wouldn't even make the playoffs.
Scott Brooks is just a terrible coach.
I heard
I had to do something.
I heard one of the playoff teams that get bounced out in the NBA will have a chance to play in the WNBA. That's what I heard.
So Knicks can finally win their championship, you know.
Yeah.
Go beat up on some girls.
What I miss?
Nah, we just talking shit about the Knicks. Basically, it's the Knicks funeral service, so go ahead.
Have you got any fans? Have you ever got any Knicks fans in here? What happened to that other Knicks fan where he was talking about us, bro?
Oh yeah, what happened to that Knicks fan?
Fans.
What happened to him, son? There was he was in here a while ago. I remember that. He stayed for like the whole stream too. He would stay for the whole stream.
Access is Knicks versus Shanghai Sharks.
Bro, Alfred Payton on the Guangdong Tigers next year will be OP.
Did you just say the Guangdong Tigers?
Nah, we was talking about. I had a feeling the Knicks were going to overpay Julius Randle next year because he's becoming a free agent or whatever. So it's like I think they're going to overpay him. But Julius
Randle isn't that guy you want to run that team, especially in the playoffs. He's just not built for that. You can't ask a power forward of Julius Randle's caliber to run your offense, but that's horrible.
Yeah. Missing in playoffs. Justin Luckett said he got the Missing in Playoffs award instead of the Most Improved. Just the Missing in Playoffs.
So there's a video of Reggie Miller ragging on Spike Lee for leaving MSG early.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an 18-second video on ESPN.
Damn.
Let me see what it pulls up.
So wait, Spike pulled a LeBron?
Oh yeah, no, it was live. It was on the so it was I guess Reggie Miller was one of the announcers, and then his partner was saying something about it, and then Reggie's like, "Oh, there's a Fairweather fan leaving the game early." Oh, that's classic. Hey, I know this is a Knicks funeral, but I just read a headline that I never read before. It said, Kyrie Irving said, "We're uniting the whole world with this championship." Did I read that right?
What?
Did he really say? Okay, I'm looking at a thing. I guess
he said that.
after the game, we're uniting the whole world with this championship run. Oh, that's hilarious.
What? Was that recent though?
Yeah,
that was after game 5.
Oh.
He said we're reuniting
I'm sorry to say
championship run, so I hope everybody's with us. We're uniting the whole world with this run. Stick with us.
I'm sorry to say, Kyrie, but everyone out of this fan base wants to see us lose.
Everybody outside of the stream hates us, bro.
Yeah.
Because God forbid the second New York team wins before the first New York team.
Yeah.
We have a more recent championship than they do.
Yeah.
Funny.
76.
Somebody said
76.
we saw prime D Rose this series. I'm not gonna lie, D Rose did show up though. He did show up this series. He was probably the only guy that showed up. He might have been the only guy that showed up.
He turned his career.
D-Rose is great. He's on a decent team, but like the problem with him is that like the reason why he's not in his front, like what you didn't see, like prime D-Rose, like if he would have done some crazy ass dunk, then I would have been like, yeah, but man, he does not have that no more.
No, Muhammad, there is video of Spike Lee getting up and walking towards the.
He pulled a LeBron, bro. He left early.
TNT, you saw it. If you were watching on TNT, you saw what happened.
There was like 2 minutes left in the game, and he literally got up from his seat and just took off.
He pulled a LeBron, bro.
Yep.
Somebody said I'm from
I don't know if he stayed in the stadium, but
somebody said I'm from New York and never was a fan of the Knicks. Spike James.
Spike James.
Spike James.
Shout out JHM. Shout out Nicholas said United Nations Kyrie. United Nations, man. Kyrie's part of the UN.
I wasn't trying to bag on him, but when I didn't see that headline,
people are uniting to hate against Kyrie, bro. People do not like you. Kyrie, I'm sorry to say, but people don't like you, bro.
Somebody said this is already such a great playoffs. Yes, it is.
Actually, but yeah, I mean,
the Lakers lose,
it's been a
if the Lakers lose, oh my God! If the Lakers lose.
Oof.
But a lot of key players are getting hurt, man. Thank God. We lost Jeff. The Bucks lost their player, but for the significant part, there's no real super mainstay players in either team that's been hurt. So it's marking up to be. I think our series is going to be the series of the playoffs. Personally, I think, like you said, or we were talking earlier. AJ said, like our series is kind of like what I think the NBA Finals should be. I really do.
Somebody said, LaDam, my team is losing. I'm out. LaDam, my team is losing.
Lataco James.
Spike leave. I like that one. Spike leave.
Somebody said, Kai Can, this team is great, and Boston fans really need to grow up. Shout out to Kai Can. Raging Tomato said, where is the storm LeBron is talking about? Oh, yeah, he did say that. Yeah. Remember when he was like, the storm is coming?
I literally had people at work, but the Laker fans that I work with, fucking every time I start talking shit, going, there's a storm brewing, there's a storm. I'm like, dude, you guys ain't brewing shit.
Yeah, like a storm.
I was right.
Storm is
only
coming.
Only the first round.
Only thing they brewing is that coffee they're going to need in that plane to Cancun.
A storm is coming.
Take and Lakers on the way home. Lakers, please take TLC with you.
Gotta get him out of here.
Gotta do it.
Gotta get him out of here
by any means necessary.
Somebody said if we beat the Bucks, we go. Shout out Blaze. If we beat the Bucks, we go on and win the finals. Facts. I'll bet anyone. He said bet 100 right now. Blaze said he put that money on it.
Well, I think Bucks give us more problems than any other team in the league, even in the West.
J Money.
Although it would have been nice to face the Knicks somehow. That would have been so fun.
Subway Series. J Money said Jeff Green should be back by Saturday. I don't think so, man. I don't know, man.
We haven't heard anything.
We haven't gotten talked to. If we would have gotten an update, maybe, but we have got no update on it. Jeff is progressing well. He's back soon.
I think the 10-day ends tomorrow on Jeff. I think that's when they're. If I think it correctly, tomorrow should be the day that they reevaluate him. So it should be interesting to I haven't seen anything yet, but I have a feeling. I think tomorrow we talked about it. Like tomorrow, it's technically 10 days for the reevaluation.
Yeah.
It's been 7 days. It's been 7 days.
Yeah, he's not gonna be back. He's not gonna be back, yo. Yeah, he's not gonna be back. Well,
I don't even think he'll be available. I don't even think he will be available first game. And guys, I need y'all to know, like everyone needs to know that, like, just because it's 10, just because like it's 10 days. Is 10 days about to be up, bro? That's just because he'll be reevaluated. That doesn't mean he's gonna come right back. The chance of that happening is below zero. He's not doing that.
It's good that he was out of the boot, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, like
it's still like you're not, it's the same with, you just look at Harden. Like Harden after that little stint that Harden had, yeah, he got re-injured, but that was before then. Like after that, like Harden didn't come back for like another like week until the talk started. The talk started getting hot. Like Harden's coming back soon. Of course, that was before the the setback that he had. But don't expect to see Jeff anytime very, very soon.
Amber Haynes says Schroeder has 0 points in 29 minutes. Yeah, he's ass.
6 man of the year for you.
Yeah, Jeff Green's not gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna be back, y'all. We just gotta expect. We gotta.
Game 3 maybe.
We got a game plan.
Game 3 is what you should expect.
Yeah, game three, maybe game 4, but that's just if everything goes right, basically. If everything goes right. I think the Nets are off today.
If everything goes right, everything goes right, maybe game 2. But I still don't see it.
Yeah, the Nets are off today. I think they practice tomorrow though, but I know they're off today because Steve Nash.
I need to get the doc up for Saturday's stream. I need to do it.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to have him up before, but I think it got hectic. I think that was the night we lost, and everybody it just got crazy.
Yeah, but that was like the wrong time to have him up because that would just been bad energy all around. I'm not gonna lie.
It was toxic energy. It was toxic energy.
I was not going to miss the sermon.
Oh,
I was not going to miss the funeral sermon.
You guys, Julian has joined us here.
You got your Tim's on. You got your Tim's on. Back in.
Yeah, you can't be wearing none of those slip-ons or anything.
He's got his Crocs, bro. He's got his Crocs.
If you're joining us right now, this is the Knicks funeral service. Here lie the Knicks. They thought they ran New York. And they thought they had a most improved player, but he was actually missing in the playoffs. He got the missing in the playoffs award, the MIP, Julius Randle.
And I feel like this is a good time to really spread awareness about mental illness. The fact that that the fans really believe that they ran New York. You had players on the Knicks feeling like they ran. This is the time that we need to talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because that's not okay. So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to put that out there.
They said on like I said this before during I think game 2 the Knicks won one game. They won one game. And the fans came outside. We won. Yeah, I was like, what? They won one game and they were screaming, "We won Brooklyn." One game.
They won a bone.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
We won a brew.
Yeah, I'm like, what? R.I.P.
Congrats, bro. You won one game.
R.I.P. Knicks, man. R.I.P. Knicks, man.
Oh, watch out! We won one game. Oh, watch out! Now we're gonna win everything. We're the best.
Shout out,
Julius Randle's taking us to the promised land. Yeah, my ass.
Shout out, Cameron said the Knicks are off too. The Knicks are gonna be off tomorrow too. The Hawks Twitter team.
They'll be off till October. Y'all see them in October in the preseason. See how much they pay. See how much Julius Randle improves.
Silly Knicks.
Maybe he might get a most improved. Who knows, bro? He's just so good that he'll get a most improved player next year too.
Silly Knicks, man. Silly Knicks. And they're gonna overpay Julius probably next year. They're gonna overpay him.
The little brother.
Silly Knicks. Can't even beat the Hawks, man. Come on, Knicks. Somebody said, imagine waiting years and you get one playoff win. Yo, Blaze, shout out Blaze. They did wait 8. How many years? Was it 8 years? 2012. 2013, my fault. 2013. 13, they waited.
13, 12, 13, 12.
They went in 2013. It was the last playoff win. And, the last time they were in the playoffs, and they got one playoff win. One playoff win as a 4th seed. Actually, they were the better seed than the Hawks. They were the 4th seed, and the Hawks were the 5th seed.
They were the fourth. They were the fourth seed, and it was like the best thing ever to them. Like they haven't experienced something that fun, like in like such a long time. And then they, that first game, they were just so happy. Like they thought they were gonna win. And Trae just said, "Sit down, hold on."
You can tell their fans were fiending for something.
Imagine spitting on an opposing player. Imagine spitting on an opposing player. Yeah, that's crazy.
Where's that fan that was here a couple months and he was like, "See y'all in the playoffs when we sweep y'all"? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, we were just talking about
me and AJ were just talking about that.
Where you at, bro?
That Knicks fan. I forgot what his name was.
Bro, it's like Trae Young. It's getting real quiet in here, man. What's going on? Pop out. You gotta keep that same energy.
Yeah, man. See myself here for this popcorn. Yeah, man. The Knicks. If you guys are joining us now, this is the funeral service. This is the Knicks eulogy. Talk your stuff in the comments. Anything y'all want. We put the eulogy out there. Here lies the Knicks, the forgotten sons of New York. They went back to being the sons of New York. Well, they were always the sons of New York, but now we know it's official. Now we know it's really, really, really official. They showed the world.
I'm not gonna lie, Knicks. You guys actually, your player the player of the series was Alec Burks. See if you pay him a supermax next year.
The Knicks about to give Alec Burks $20 million. They about to give that boy $20 million, bro.
Who knows, bro? He might have the same fate as Julius Randle. He'll get a MIP. Go to the playoffs and just stink it up.
Yeah.
That's New York Knicks basketball.
Y'all got beat by somebody who's balding at 21, and I just want to let that be known.
Somebody said they tried to give the Knicks a standing ovation, and Trae hit a deep three. I love Trae Young, bro. Trae Young was talking his shit. Yo, the bow.
Disrespectful, I like that.
Yo, the bow and wave to the crowd was so fire. I'm not gonna lie, yo. Shout out to Trae Young. He bowed and waved to the crowd was so fire. He was shushing the crowd. Trae deserves that moment, man. Trae deserves that, bro.
Hey, found their new villain.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be a
the perfect nickname for Trae Young would be the Silencer, bro. That would be the
Silencer.
perfect nickname to have.
The Silencer with the Trae, man. Silencer on the Trae. Wow. Silly Knicks.
The Silencer, man.
Let me read some comments. Somebody said Trae doing the Reggie Miller bow was the icing. Yeah. Oh, that was the Reggie Miller bow? Oh, he was paying homage. Oh, okay, got it. He was paying homage with the bow.
Oh, he spit on the court?
Damn. I would do the same thing. If I was Trae, I'd spit on the Knicks logo.
Did they go step on the logo or what?
Damn.
Yeah, spit on that trash court. Spit on that. They spit shit. They spit on him shit. I'm spitting on the board.
Bro. He might get a water bottle thrown at him, bro. Relax. You don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, he did spit on the court. He said, "Tuh."
Where is it? Is it playing right now?
Yo, I love Trae Young, bro. Oh my god.
You're not shit.
Yo, he really did spit on the court though. I'm crying.
I spit on you.
Oh my god, hold on. Let me put it back.
It was just on the screen.
Yeah, let me put it back. He said he looked like
it wasn't real spit, but it was.
He said like I forgot. I tried to read his. He said, "Are you kidding me?" And then, you crazy?
Yeah.
Yo, Trae's a real one, yo. He is a real one. He owned MSG. Yeah, he owns MSG. The Knicks Silencer. Shout out to Aaron Burhane. The Knicks Silencer, yes. Trae Young owned MSG, y'all. Silly Knicks. Silly Knicks.
Didn't he go on like kind of a shitty run for a minute there? Like before the playoffs started, he was kind of not playing right. And then all of a sudden there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it was he did for the playoffs. He showed up because I think towards the end of the season there was a little run that he wasn't playing right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he turned it on.
Trae deserves that. Trae deserves that. Man. He was getting booed so hard. He got spit at.
Yeah.
He was getting in fights with all the other players, and he was the game one sends the Knicks fans home quiet. There was a minute left. They thought they were about to win. Tracy Morgan's jumping up in the air and shit. And then
Spike was.
And then lo and behold, Ice Trae Brings them back. They win game 2. Okay, you know the world's about to end. You know, Game 3, game 4, game 5. Say goodbye.
Hey, Spike Lee, come on over here, bro. You from Brooklyn, bro. Come on over here. You know,
They have you on the stop stressing your life out, bro. Just come over here.
Yo, I'm trying to.
We won't disappoint.
I have so much respect for you. Like, come over here, bro.
He'll never admit it, but you know he was kind of excited Brooklyn had a basketball team. He'll never.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He'll never admit
He was born and raised in Brooklyn. Yeah, Spike loves
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got he left in that. You got to
across the street he can watch.
Oh,
you got to pin Brian V's comment.
Brian. Yvonne said Luka has 27 points in the first half. Really? Damn. I didn't even watch.
Yeah.
I gotta change the channel.
Yeah, when you see Brian V's post that's just great.
Oh, yo, silly Knicks. Playoff basketball are for contenders. Yo, that's perfect. Yo, Brian V. That should be a catchphrase. You know those commercials? This should be one of those catchphrase commercials. Yeah, tricks. Yeah, silly Knicks. Playoff basketball are for contenders.
Blay said, "Don't poke the big bear."
Yo, what did Trae Young say though? I'm trying to read what he said. So anybody know what I can't see what he said. He said, "Are you something?" Then he spit on the ground. He's like, "Are you?" I don't know. He said something disrespectful though. I know he said something disrespectful and I said, "Stupid Knicks."
Are you blah, blah, and then
he said, "Are you blah?
Are you blah, blah?
Are you blah?"
He said that's in 5 and then spit on the
That's in 5.
Are you good at it? Somebody say he should have took a league on the Knicks logo. Damn.
Who the Hawks playing next?
Philly without Embiid.
Damn.
Without
I'm
Embiid,
happy
though.
that they did Knicks like that. It hurts me to see them get beat.
AJ, I'm not sure if y'all
Wait, Julian. So do you think the Sixers can beat the Hawks without Embiid?
What you mean without Embiid?
Well, Embiid tore his partial tear meniscus, so right now they don't. He was out today's game, but
When did this happen?
yesterday, I think, or I don't know when that happened.
No, it happened game.
No, they haven't. The last game, they haven't said anything. They just said torn meniscus. I mean, partial tear. Sitting out game 5. Did it? So who knows? We were talking about that. Like he could either do it if he paid management, cortisone, brace. But the next thought
cortisone shots have like bad
they do
backlash from what I heard.
But
I think that series is pretty even without Embiid. I think it's close.
AJ, you have to go on the Atlanta Hawks Twitter, bro. You have to go on the Hawks Twitter. They just violated OD. They just violated OD.
Oh, I figured out what he said. I figured it out.
What he said?
Are you gonna spit on me next? He said, "Are you gonna spit on me next?" And then he fake spit on the logo.
Yeah, he you know what I'm saying? He deserved that. Oh, I can't wait to see Steve.
I said
heart be broken.
Have y'all seen OBJ's celebration where he fucking lifted his leg up like a dog, like a fucking dog was pissing or something, bro? That's what Trae Young said it done on the logo.
Yeah, that's doing too much.
That's fucking crazy. Alvin's out. Yeah, he's out.
Better than that when Embiid started humping the floor or whatever the fuck he was doing the last. Remember when he did that shit?
Stupid.
Shit looked so gay. Dude. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? His fucking legs are just going.
Yeah, it's like
stomping on the ground and shit.
What are you doing?
His hands going up and down.
He's another weird motherfucker, though. Embiid.
Yeah, Alvin is MIA right now.
Sunday.
So
the 10-day had to get him up.
The 10-day.
Well, it could only, the Knicks got one game where they were able to let it all out. They were able to pretend like they were contenders for a hot game. You could see that whole fandom of the Knicks is just dying to fucking cheer in the playoffs.
Trae Ratatouille Young.
And then, of course, it's done.
And beat dry humps when he gets off.
Is there any Knicks fans? Are any of y'all Knicks fans? Or any Knicks fans? I'm trying to laugh.
Any Knicks stands?
Yeah, hey, let's do a little bit of say anything right now while AJ's doing his thing. So if you got any wild out questions, comments about the Knicks, anything, just do @Saint. Let's just. We got probably about 120 people in here. Just let it all out. This is a fun stream. We just talking shit, doing whatever, not getting into anything serious.
Falcons, Hawks, Braves fan. All right, so we got a Hawks fan in here.
Good shit. Y'all team. I used to live in Atlanta. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? Good shit. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Mission accomplished.
I don't know. Aaron Braheen at Falcons, Hawks. I think he's saying at them. I don't know if he's a Hawks fan.
Yeah, he was. He said shout out to you Hawks fans, and then he was adding somebody.
Do we hate Kyrie?
I got a question.
We don't hate Kyrie.
Saying does.
No. Question. This is for everyone, since we'll move off the topic from the Knicks real quick. Who do y'all want to see as the starting lineup for the Bucks series? Granted that Jeff Green won't be healthy. So what would you guys want the starting five to be?
I thought why they be asking the same question?
That's a rage question. We already asked that question.
Oh,
that's a rage question. No, the only question that's popped out though was Nicholas Emile said, "Who do you think the Knicks should sign with their leftover money? Don't they have like $77 million left over? They got a big grip of money to spend.
They did sign,
and they're probably gonna fuck that up too."
Yeah, they selling all the young assets for Russell Westbrook. Come on now.
Like
I don't know
who's weren't here. Go ahead, Saint.
No. I'm just saying, like, are we still on that thing? Because for a while, it had been known that none of the big players wanted to come to New York because of Dolan. Like the ownership, they didn't like the owner. They didn't like the setup of like how far you had to travel as a player to do training and to go to the stadium. Like it just was like a shitty setup. Like, so it's a good question is like, who the fuck are they going to attract? Are they going to attract guys that are on their way out, like Westbrook, you know, that like got a few years left in them?
Do y'all think Westbrook's going to leave Washington after losing this series?
Yeah.
Is he a free agent?
I don't even think he wants to be there.
Is he still under contract or is he a free agent?
I'm checking his shirt right now.
I'm sure he wants to be traded. If I were the Washington Wizards, I'd trade him and try to get what you can to start building around Beal, personally.
He's under contract. Jesus.
Yeah, Pepe, to answer your question, Rage said big three: Brown, Claxton,
Joseph coming off that game.
He should.
Nah, I don't think they're. Well, Zion might. I mean, David S. said now they're going to get Zion in 2022. Yeah, Westbrook's still under contract, but I wouldn't be surprised if they trade him. I really wouldn't.
Nah, the Wizards should just rebuild, bro. That team is in poverty right now. Like, what are you going to do when Beal and Westbrook leaves?
That's what I'm saying. Try to see who will take Westbrook, man. Get what you can for Westbrook. Keep Beal. See if you can build around Beal.
Get all the picks and young guys you can. Like, build around Daniel Gafford. I'm not even gonna lie. Build around him.
Or just trade to the Knicks. They're gonna take a star, like, and sell their young core like they always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just simple. It's just simple.
Y'all might be able to get RJ Barrett. They might be able to get RJ Barrett back. I can see RJ Barrett.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the Knicks, right, like, gave fucking Randall some ridiculous contract and then traded away a bunch of young dudes for fucking Westbrook. It really wouldn't shock me.
That's a very Knicks thing to do.
Yeah, that exactly. It sounds exactly like a Knicks thing to do.
But they're probably gonna trade. They're probably gonna get Blake Griffin and make him be like the one option, like clearly out of his prime star, and just like try to have some form of a star power in New York.
Another say anything question. I don't think this has really been brought up, but what player, like out of any player that we could realistically see us getting in free agency, who would it be? Who do you guys want it to be?
the question before that should be is how much are we actually going to have to spend on free agency? You forget that we're playing.
Nah, but like
we're paying $40 million.
Nah, but like we don't have to pay.
And high
we don't have to pay
others.
like a role player, like a realistic type of player, like realistically.
Oh, jeez, wow. There's so many because I mean, I see a lot of one-year deals for our team next year. I honestly do. I can't imagine we'll sign anybody to a multi-year contract unless it's like really small. For like a Mike James or somebody. That's a tough question, man. Realistically, it's hard to see who's available. Jay Verdi, yeah, we were talking about Miles Turner sign and trade with Spencer. We were talking about that earlier when a couple of us were watching the. That would be a nice thing. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, but. Yeah, we were talking. Also, Aaron Christie. We were also talking about Noel, but I think he's going to be too much money for us. I think some people are going to try and sign him. He's kind of, in my opinion, kind of rebirthed himself a little bit in the Knicks. I kind of see him getting paid a little bit more than we could probably give him. But
I'll mention the bigs that'll be available and up for contract next year. That's not enough.
Nicholas Emile asks, do you think Giroux, Middleton, and Giannis can keep up with the big three on defense or offense? We were talking about that. They're a lot like us in the sense that I don't think either team is like the greatest on defense. I think the Bucks have a little edge on defense over us.
I feel like they have a decent edge. I mean, I think Drew, it's just to like compare, Drew's obviously a way better defender than Kyrie. I still think he's not a way better defender than Harden, but like Harden's just taller than Kyrie. But I feel like he's like a pretty sizable gap. He's a better defender than both of them, and maybe even Chris Middleton too. So I feel like that's really like, I feel like that's the edge they have, like, is the defense.
And the thing about the Bucks though is they can put up a lot of points too, man. If you look at their offensive rating, it's just as high up there. Like, they're not far behind us in putting up points. So. We were talking about that earlier too, and like the comment was made that it's just going to be like both teams are going to be off for the races, and it's going to be which team's going to be able to stop the bleeding the best, and that's what it's going to really come down to. Because I don't see the Bucks are going to put up points just like we are. Question is who's going to be able to come up with a game plan to slow them down enough. Because the other big question with that too is that when it's a bench on bench. Kind of got to give the nod bench to the Bucks in there as well. But the other question somebody threw out there says, how long do you think the big three stay around in Brooklyn? I think it all depends on us winning it this year. We win it this year and we make a run at it and say we win it again. I think, and if it works and we get better role players in the offseason, I don't see why they don't stay. If they make it good and it becomes convincingly and we have better role players that just make us even better the next year. I don't see why they wouldn't stick around as long as they can, as long as those three players are willing to take a pay cut to some degree, because you ain't keeping Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie together without somebody taking a pay cut without totally destroying the rest of your roster.
Yeah,
it all depends.
I think win, lose, or draw, they definitely like all come back next year, even if we lose this year. But after that, I think it does. Like, I think if we lose this year, like the thought will pop up in all three of their heads. They're all gonna have like maybe different thoughts, and that's when like they might have like the thought of like, dang, maybe I'll stay here one more year, and then like maybe next year, But like, I think we have them locked for this year and next year.
Yeah, I do. I think I really hope we do win it this year because it takes pressure off to some degree, or it, like you said, it kind of shuts up maybe the question marks in the head and maybe keeps it like, all right, let's refocus and go do this again. But because that third year is going to be, because I could see Harden leaving. I really do. I think KD might stick around at all. I mean, there's a lot of people that feel like Kyrie could retire in the next 2 to 3 years, quite honestly.
Yeah, he could.
There's a lot of people that I kind of think Kyrie's going to retire younger than most players. I really do.
I think maybe 31, 32. Maybe 32, something like that. I know he's not going to be here like 34, 35, 30,
Nicholas Emile, I think this is a question for Julian. It says, why can't we put Kyrie on Giannis or Brook Lopez because he is like 10 times all defensive?
Or every time, I feel like that's the logical thing to do. Like, but every time I say that, my co-hosts look at me like I'm crazy or like I'm joking. I'm like, if you really want to win, like if we want to win the series, you put Kyrie on Giannis. You put Kyrie on Lopez. Like, that's what you do, Kyrie's actually one of the best, like I said last stream, he got like probably, saying, wouldn't you say he has like the best post defense in the league?
Oh yeah, by far. Totally could have totally could have bodied up Shaq and everything too. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
he got bodied up Wilt if you wanted to.
Hey,
I'm glad people know what's up.
Juice Kid saying, look at the James Harden story. I don't know what you're gonna have to give us a little bit more right now. AJ is MIA, so we're kind of just doing the talking. I mean, I can look up it on the side, but you got to give me a little bit more than just look at the James Harden story. Where to find it? Yeah.
What was the contents of his story?
Yeah. Eric Christie, when do you think we may see drop off in the play of Big Three, and who do you think we should trade at the end of, or let him leave? I mean, to keep adding on to that, I mean, me personally, it's like I'm always a point, like if you get wind or you could catch wind or you could get even the slightest hint that you think somebody's like gonna bounce out, you try to get rid of them, if you don't think you have a chance of keeping them. Now, that's a tough thing with the Big Three. If, like, say it's the third year and you think somebody's going to go, but you're in playoff and championship contention, I almost feel like you got to take the L on that, But, hey, does everybody see that little, on the white bar of the page? Girl with the...
Oh my God!
I can't stop looking at that.
I ain't even noticed that.
I see, now he demonetized.
Oh, because of that. Stream gonna get clapped. Somebody gonna report it.
My fault. I had to step out, y'all. My
She's
fault.
covered up. She's wearing a bikini. She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, I didn't peep. Wait, who's wearing a bikini?
Demonetized, bro.
AJ, look at your screen next to Trae Young. When he turned.
Oh, who is that?
What is that, AJ?
Oh no, that's one of those bots. On Instagram when they comment. Those bots.
What's the bot's name?
Alexa _key.
Fake bots. Like they're just random names.
I hate when they pop up on a comment. They be like, "Oh, I got something long and hard." Like,
I'm a mile away from you.
Yeah.
I'm a mile away from you.
I'm a mile. It's like you can post anything about anything. It'll just say something
we
like.
We can meet up in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm 5 minutes away. G shit. Swear to God.
Oh man.
Hey Yvonne, I think we scratched on it last stream, but the rebounding versus the Bucks is going to be huge because that is one thing the Bucks are very good at is second chance points. That is probably a good topic to even. They are the Bucks will make you pay if you give them an extra shot or 2 or 3. They will hit something. They are very good. They are really good at making you pay for second chance points. They are. That is a good point, Yvonne.
The only way we got rebounding is if DJ. If we play DJ, we need to play GJ, and he needs to play good. That's the only way we're out rebounding them.
Somebody said we should sign Rudy Gay. He'll be a good wing player. I don't know.
How old is he?
He's old, but
like 35.
Yeah. Sorry, Rudy Gay.
I don't know if he, as a veteran, if he would have a big as impact as Jeff Green, though.
No, I'm good off
Could he? See, that's the thing is, if I'm signing somebody like Jeff Green's age, Jeff Green has set the mark for me on what I expect from a veteran. If you're going to bring in a veteran, he's got to be on the level like of Jeff Green, being able to do multiple things for you: hit threes, defend, rebound, like. He has been that that kind of glue piece, Oh, we got a problem here. Put Jeff in, At that, if you don't do what Jeff does, I don't want you. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, I'm good off Rudy Gay. I don't need him. I'm good off Rudy Gay. What are comments saying? People are saying.
I want Torrey Craig.
I'm nervous about. Somebody said I'm nervous about the Bucks. Funeral service. Yes, the funeral. This is the funeral service, man. I should end this interview. I didn't want to make this too crazy, too long.
Hey, yo.
Somebody said, "Oh yeah, pause." The bench is also going to be key. DJ got to step up. Brown, Clax, Harden starting lineup can be our rebounding. Yeah.
I want them to like find a way to like, I don't know, maybe play with the minutes and like make it so like Harden can be with the second unit most of the time. Maybe like take him out at a certain point in the first quarter so he can run the second unit. Maybe that'll give us like a better chance, but I don't know.
Maybe like 4 minutes left in the first. Like maybe like 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Just like even if you got to play like 40, 41 minutes, like just make sure like just like give him like a sizable amount with our bench. I think that'll help us, bro. Because their bench is, I mean, it's close, but like I feel like with him up there, I feel like we'll definitely outplay the bench. Like with him, bro.
And Steve Nash, stagger your stars, bro. Stagger your stars. That's a key to this game, to this series too.
Somebody said, "Look at Harden's story." What'd he post?
I don't know if this is. He said something.
He didn't post anything. He didn't post. AJ, he didn't post anything.
He didn't post anything. All right.
He didn't really talk about nothing.
Go ahead, Saint.
I think he's talking about. He said something in his post-game interview. Malika Andrews said, "How quickly is James Harden turning his attention to Milwaukee?" And he said, "I'm thinking about them right now." So I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but in his post-game interview in the other game, like
he's talking about it. He's talking about it. He's talking about his Instagram story.
Everybody share.
He's talking about his Instagram story. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, the Instagram story where you post it on your and then your story is like 24 hours. You can just post something that you can only view for like a certain amount of time. But it's not like a post. It's just something like a what you call it that you will see for like a short amount of time.
But like Instagram, Instagram version.
Yes.
What did he do? What was it?
It wasn't anything. He was just referring to a rapper's reference. And he was just. I don't know.
Yeah, people do that in the chat. People do that in the chat all the time.
I do like that Harden is already thinking, and he's already got his mind on that. He's kind of already coming at him. I like that though, because
he knows. He knows.
I think he really does, and I hope to God he's being that more general.
I feel like the whole big three does. I mean, Harden and Giannis, like their little beef is documented. Giannis beat Kyrie in 2018, 4-1 them, so I feel like they all ready.
You mean Kyrie wasn't clutch that time or what?
No, he got 4-1. I mean,
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm surprised you did. I'm surprised you admitted that. I'm just playing.
Somebody said Harden leads the second team players. Suns coming out the West. Damn, y'all already declared the Suns coming out the West. Damn.
I know why. If Chris Paul stays healthy, if Chris Paul could stay healthy, it's realistic. Because who else are they really facing? The Clippers. The Clippers got to make it past the Mavericks first.
I kind of feel like if the Lakers can win tomorrow, like I kind of push the edge towards them taking it Game 7, but. I don't know. You want to bet against if James Harden's locked in and the team.
Talk about a funeral stream. Talk about a funeral stream. Oh my God! Tomorrow.
Yeah. I just really think like if AD is back tomorrow, like Ron is like, bro, that nigga like if the man can come back 3-1 with like one other like consistent player and like no but bench, I feel like he can come back against this team. But it's all dependent on AD. But if AD's there and he's gonna be there, yeah, like if he's there, I mean, he could do it, but he could do it by himself. But it's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
He's gonna have to empty the tank to do that.
He's gonna have to really like, and then is there really a point? Because like, if AD's not gonna come back the rest of the series, bro, just go home. Like go home. There's no point. You're not gonna. You might be able to beat the next team, but you're gonna go to the finals, bro. We gonna sweep you. You gonna get made fun of for being what? They're 4-7 now. Like, bro, if AD's injury is looking like he's not gonna come back for the rest of the playoffs, bro, just let it go, bro.
All right. What people are saying here? Somebody said LBJ can guard CP. Oh my goodness. LBJ can guard CP3 without his arms. I'm done. The Lakers look like the 2019 team without AD. KD and Giannis spoke after a game. What does that have to do with anything? I'll be here tomorrow for the funeral stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know, man. The Knicks was the reason I did the Knicks.
Is it tied up or are the Suns up one?
3-2.
No, it's 3-2.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
3-2.
Yeah, that's elimination. Damn.
I don't know, man. I did the Knicks one because it was like, Knicks. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, if AD don't play tomorrow, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You think it is not? It's not. They don't deserve it. The Suns don't deserve it if AD doesn't play.
Like he could still win. Like LeBron can still win. Like and beat them. I mean, he almost took a game against.
You know what I feel like the bubble. The bubble kind of. I think the bubble kind of like fucked with some people's head, thinking they might have been better than they were. Because it's like people are acting like
TJ Warren dropped 37 again.
You put in mad work to win last year's. It felt like a play-in tournament last year. That's what the series felt like. Like you can't really be like, I don't know. I just feel like last year you can't really put a whole lot in because it was one of those things where it almost felt like if your team got hot, you were good. But and who wouldn't want to play a half a season at most? Of course, especially if you're an older player, you pretty much get saved up for the whole season.
The bubble frauds.
Well, I mean, but you think about that, it's like that's what where a guy like LeBron playing a full season and AD and trying to stay healthy for a full season is tough, especially injury-prone guys and older guys. So it's like last year was a gift for the Lakers.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it was everything it's like everything lined up for them just to win that tournament. It was just like a magic, no fans, a bubble, 4-month break. A 4-month break with no fans. It's not like, come on, son. Like, what kind of basketball is that?
You basically got to rest.
Perfect story.
Yeah. With no fans, no traveling, no off home court advantage. Like, what's the point? It's not playoff basketball. That's not real basketball. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree when LeBron was on that show and he was like, I feel like I'm part of the 2 hardest champions. He was talking about the Lakers and all like you still had to go through some good teams, but like the 2016, okay, I think that one's arguable. I think that's like top 3 most difficult. But like he talking about the Lakers ring, I'm like, bro, I don't know about all that, bro. You wilding right now.
Yeah, it's like come on, son. Like LeBron's like, oh, I couldn't see my event. I'm like, come on, bro. You were in a giant Disney World campus. Like, how hard can that be? Like,
you have to go home to a massive suite every day.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
delivering food to your ass,
delivering food.
On every hand and foot.
The food is not good. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and how many videos did you see of dudes like breaking out of their hotel rooms, running around the hotel like they were fucking kids at a summer camp? Like,
they were having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But I want them to win just for it would be funny if they lost, but I want to beat them though. Like I just want to beat them, bro. I want to beat the Lakers, bro. I do. I would be lying if I want to beat them. Bro. I want to beat the Bucks. I just want to leave no stone unturned. But if they did lose, I'm cool. That's cool. It is what it is. But Aaron, come on, you want to beat LeBron. You want to personally beat him.
Those fans, bro. Those fans are just you just want to piss them off so much. I
feel like next to the Bucks, that's if they're healthy, I feel like that's our hardest competition, hardest.
All right, I'm gonna end this. I wasn't trying to make this crazy. Somebody said I miss braids. I miss them braids, Harden.
I don't. Get your fucking mohawk back, bro. I miss mohawk Harden, bro.
Nah, bro, nah. That means he's locked in. Braids means he's locked in, bro. He's locked in. He's not retwining them braids until like the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's true. Like he's not worried about his hair. That he wants one less distraction.
He ain't messing around, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna look crazy in the second round. Them braids straight up.
At least bring back stir the pot. At least stir the pot again.
I really feel like his head shape just does not match the braids. You know, I miss the mohawk. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. The mohawk beard combination is just it's
money, but that's like a summer. That's a summer look. He's in the playoffs right now. He don't want to worry about his hair.
He said he matured now. He said that's the old him. He said he different now. That's what he said.
Yeah, mohawk's hard. I don't know, man. I feel like that's iconic.
Like, what if Kyrie came without some braids on? What would you do then?
Why you say it like that?
If Kyrie pops out with the AI braids, the league is over.
Yeah.
Give him the MVP.
That'd be broken. Braid Kai. There's already so many. The untucked Kai. There's Mask Kai. Yeah, that would be unfair. You know. The first time I'm out of the playoffs, James.
That's a good one, Mike J.
Yeah, look at Julius Randle. He looks so bummy.
He looks like an old man already.
Say your last words. These are our last closing words for the funeral of the Knicks.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say Brooklyn way, a little Jersey swag, and everybody get ready for Game 1. Game 1 is going to be a telling how the series is going to go. Yeah. Some of y'all, your feelings are going to get hurt in that game. Some of you guys are going to be shocked. Some of y'all are going to be like, why aren't we destroying them? I hope we do, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people who are going, what the fuck's going on? Still think we can win it. It may not be pretty. It may be the Nets where we win it, but it's not pretty. Get ready for a series. This is the first real true test of the big three. Is this series? They could scoot around it for the whole regular season. The Celtics wasn't a test. That was just a tryout for the big three. That was just us getting used to each other. There was really no real competition. We shouldn't even have lost that game. But yeah, you say ISO gang. We play ISO against the Bucks. It's not going to be pretty. We need to be good team ball because team ball will breed good team defense. That's how we play D. So I look forward to it. AJ, as always, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
R.I.P. Knicks.
R.I.P. Knicks, man.
You still got a few seasons before you can fuck with us.
That's a fact.
I'm going at least 3 seasons before we even have a conversation about fucking contending for New York. So
yeah.
All right, Nets Nation. Julian, Rage, Chubbs, AJ. Later.
Night.
All right. I just want to say, real quick, Knicks pack.
Smoking Celtics on that Knicks pack.
Boston pack. We like, AJ, what we doing?
Smoking on that Knicks pack.
We smoking on y'all, and I'm not even gonna lie about it.
Okay.
Y'all had a decent season though. For what it's worth, congratulations. We gonna be back on Saturday, bro. We gonna win this series. It's gonna be tough. Gonna be a little hard, but at the end of the day, it's the big three. At the end of the day, it's the big three.
Yeah.
So everybody who's here, I know it was kind of like a low key stream, and it wasn't really like a net stream. But like the video though, and subscribe.
Facts,
and tell your friends about it. If you're from Brooklyn and you're not subscribed, you're kind of like a traitor. Because you gotta support. How you not gonna support somebody from your city? Ain't that right, AJ?
Facts. I'm probably gonna get some Knicks fans subscribing to my shit now too, bro.
I'm saying,
they're probably gonna subscribe now. They got nothing else to watch. What are they gonna watch?
Yeah, and AJ, he consistent. And we consistent with the streams. Every game of the season, we stream it.
Facts.
We here. we been here the whole season unless, you know, AJ be having his little escapades and stuff. So that's the only time he
here we
missed.
go.
He got to do something, you know. But other than that, we been here the whole season. We gonna be here. We gonna be here the next season for the regular, you know. So, you know, come fuck with us. But other than that, you know, shout out to my co-host.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Alvin for making this whole thing possible.
Yeah.
You know, without him, we don't have this. You know, he's he really an innovator because he looked on one day and he was like, damn, it's no Nets content. And so he took it upon himself.
Yeah.
He took it upon himself to make a whole channel dedicated to it. Yeah. You know, and he put his time into it. You know, he consistent. You know, all of that. So support my dog. You know, and we're gonna be back on Saturday, y'all. Bucks pack incoming. The Lakers pack incoming. You know, we here.
Thanks. Appreciate it, bro. Who was the Chubbs in here?
Yeah, I'll go. You know, So Knicks, you know, after getting a nice little taste of a playoff, so after 10 years, I just want to say, you know, there's levels to this.
Preach, bro.
There's
Preach.
levels to this.
Preach.
There's level to this.
Big facts.
And I'll preach about y'all run New York, but tonight the only thing y'all running is to that L train to hop on the plane to Cancun.
Woo. Preach, bro. Yo, good last word. Good last words, my G. Oh my goodness.
On to Saturday. You know, that's honest. On to Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Chat, shout out to Stream, shout out to AJ. You know, and that's where we out here.
That's real facts. High Rage. You there, Rage?
All right, y'all. We'll be back on Saturday. You know, comment, subscribe. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Can
you.
you hear me? Can you hear me or not?
Yeah, you're good. I can hear you, bro.
Oh, I didn't know you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, comment, subscribe. You know, appreciate my co-host AJ. Appreciate you for making this possible. One down, one more to go. Knicks, Lakers got to get out of here too. Yeah. Go on the trip to Cancun, and next, all I ask is please take TLC with you. And we'll see, and then make sure if y'all ever tune in the China League or whatever, enjoy TLC for the Guangdong Tigers next year, playing alongside his main man Alfred Payton.
Yeah,
and we'll see y'all then.
All right, bro. All right, man. Yeah, it was a nice funeral. Nice funeral. It's so hard to say goodbye, you know. I wish I could play that song. It's so hard to say goodbye, but I'll probably get shut down. You know how YouTube is, copyright shut down. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Knicks funeral. Here lies the Knicks, you know. Here lies the Knicks franchise that thought they were going somewhere, and they weren't. All right, guys. You know it is. Next level, I'm out.